For this woman, Pride Month means a celebration of human rights and diversity within the community, extending love and appreciation to people who don't normally get it. Newswatch reporter Jillian Risberg has her story.
Educating people on things like sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, what gender actually is, and that it's not the same thing as your biological sex. Free workshops that we offer annually has made a huge difference in combating that stigma of being part of the LGBTQ community.
In 2019, the Beckley Non-Discrimination Ordinance was passed, and Beckley Pride was born out of that. Christina Baisden says that's helped with progress and more acceptance. This is not a partisan issue, she says. There are Democrats and Republicans who embrace the LGBTQ community. Unfortunately, there was a lot of this type of stigma, especially in the primary election.
All of these candidates tripping over themselves to see who could be more transphobic, and they have this perception that those ideologies are popular, but what we saw in the polls, their actual popularity dropped. And there's like a whole community out here that's willing to still fight for our young folks to make it better for them, and that is a legacy that we hope to leave as an organization and as a community.
Beckley Pride president said her vision is to live and let live without discrimination. She says housing and employment discrimination is not legal and more protections are needed on a state and federal level. West Virginia has no hate crime laws, and one must rely on the federal government for that.
Our hope is that we can just be out in public spaces and we won't need safe spaces anymore, that we won't have to quote unquote come out anymore, that we can just love who we want to love.
According to Baisden, there's an LGBTQ community uprising happening. She says they are no longer going to be doormats and ad campaign targets.
We are human beings, and the dehumanization of our community is rampant here, and we are trying so hard to change that.
Another step in that direction is celebrating Beckley Pride's 5th birthday bash, Saturday, June 8th, 12 to 4 p.m. at the Intermodal Gateway.
Open public event to anyone who values and appreciates diversity.
In Beckley, Jillian Risberg reporting for Newswatch.